What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. Today I'm going to share with you 3 recent returns that I got back in the mail, profile each of the individuals that signed autographs for me, and tell you a little bit about their careers in baseball. So the first return is a return from former Pittsburgh Pirates edition, I should say, Pittsburgh Pirate Tom Parsons on 3 of 3. And I just had these 3 cards of him, so that's what I sent to him. He signed them in a nice blue marker there. So let me tell you about Tom Parsons and his career in baseball. Standing at 6'7" and 210 pounds, Tom Parsons was a pretty imposing figure on the mound. Parsons, a Connecticut native, signed with the Pittsburgh Pirates out of high school, and at 17 years old, found himself in the Class D affiliate of the Pirates, where he appeared in 16 games for them, posting an 8-4 record. From 1958 through 1962, he worked his way up all the way to AAA for the Pirates, appearing as a starter at each stop. And in 1963, he again was slated to start in AAA, and he appeared in 28 games for their AAA affiliate, posting an 11-15 record. However, towards the end of the season in September, the Pirates did give him a call to the major leagues, and he appeared in his first game for the Pirates at age 23, and he started that game for the Pirates against the Milwaukee Braves, and the Braves unfortunately got the best of him, where in 4 1/3 innings he gave up 7 hits and 5 earned runs, eventually making an 8-0 routing by the Braves on Parsons. Well, Parsons would be sent back down after that outing and would finish out the year with their Pirates in their AAA affiliate. Parsons began the 1964 season pitching for their AAA affiliate again for the Pirates. Then he was traded by Pittsburgh to the Houston Colt 45s in June. After he got into 19 games for Houston's AAA affiliate in Oklahoma City, the June trade was canceled and Parsons was returned to the Pirates, who in turn sold his contract to the Mets. So I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know. Parsons then worked in 4 September 1964 games, including a September 20th game start against his former organizations, ironically Houston. Parsons went the distance, only giving up 6 hits, but lost the game 1-0. The following year, his only full year in the majors came in 1965, pitching for the Mets. Parsons appeared in 35 games for the Mets with 11 starts. He lost 10 of the 11 decisions, but his lone win was a complete game shutout against the Chicago Cubs. During that season, he also registered his only career save out of the bullpen. Well, after that 65 season, ironically, he would go back to the Houston organization, this time the Astros, because I guess they wanted him so badly they brought him back as a free agent, and they actually did not bring him up to the majors, and he spent the entire 1966 season in Houston's minor league affiliate. He would stay with the Astros through 1967 and 68, and then finally the Astros would not call him up to the majors, and he would sign a contract with the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox stuck him in Double-A this time, and after spending 47 games in Double-A and posting just a 2.25 ERA out of their bullpen, the Red Sox didn't give him a call to the majors either that year. So Parsons retired from baseball as a player. His last major league appearance was in 1965 for the Mets. However, he toiled in the minor leagues many years after that. Unfortunately, his major league record is not so great. And his time in the major leagues, and just his 40 games that he pitched in the majors, he had just 2 wins and 13 losses to credit for his career. So Parsons is one of those guys that just, I guess, had bad luck in the early part of his career, and the fact that the Pirates, basically sold him to an expansion team, who in turn flipped him to another expansion team, and he got a shot at the majors with that expansion team, but that was really his only true test. Was, the Mets weren't an expansion team at that point, but they were not that great. but he played for the Mets before they got good, so to speak. And that was basically the book on Tommy Parsons, and he had to, spend the rest of his baseball playing career in the minors. I accidentally just caught myself calling him Tommy Parsons. There is actually a former minor league baseball player as of recent named Tommy Parsons, and I actually met this Tommy Parsons in person a few years back. And I asked him, hey, are you related to Tom Parsons, the former Pirate Met? And he's like, I've never heard of him in my life. So there is no correlation between that Tommy Parsons and this Tom Parsons. So I just thought maybe that was his grandfather or something like that. And he said, nope, I don't know him at all. So Mr. Parsons currently resides in Florida and is enjoying his retirement. So now we will move on to another individual that had even less luck than Mr. Parsons in the major leagues with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and that is former bonus baby Buddy Pritchard on 2 of 2. And these are the only 2 cards I had of Pritchard. I'll explain his career really quick to you, but as far as I know, this is his only major card issue are these Topps cards. So let me tell you about Buddy Pritchard and his career in baseball. So Buddy Pritchard's name is actually Harold William Pritchard, but he goes by Buddy. He was a huge prospect at the University of Southern California as a shortstop. As a matter of fact, while he was in college in the 1950s, this guy was touted as being the Pirates' can't-miss shortstop of the future. Now, of course, they had Dick Groat, playing for them as well at that time. But this was a hotshot prospect that 11 of the 16 major league teams at the time went after this guy. And the Pittsburgh Pirates outbid everybody to get the services out of USC from this All-American who batted .385 in 1956 in college. And they outbid everybody and gave him a $30,000 signing bonus. Now, I know $30,000 doesn't sound like a lot of money right now, but back then that was a lot of money. Well, I've mentioned this in past videos in the past. They had a rule in place that if you signed somebody at that level of money, you had to actually immediately put them on your major league roster the following season. So Pritchard, being a bonus rule person, basically made the Pirates after he signed his professional contract with them. And Pritchard made his major league debut on April 21st, 1957, at just 21 years old. Well, I wish I could say there's a storybook ending to all of this. That Buddy Pritchard had a career that, he just was lights out. But the reason that you've never heard of Buddy Pritchard is very simply because of this. In his entire major league career, he got 1 hit. So in those games that he played for, playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates, he appeared in just 23 games. He rode the bench most of the entire season as he was, basically put there to learn. Had just 11 at-bats, and he got a lone single off of Don Newcomb, the great Brooklyn Dodger. This would turn out to be the only hit of Buddy Pritchard's entire Major League Baseball career. The following year, the Pirates, free of their bonus baby rule obligation, assigned Buddy to their minor league affiliate, and he actually had a pretty respectable season. He split time between their single A and triple A affiliate, and he posted a .259 batting average playing shortstop for them. Well, in 1959, he would appear in just 69 games for that AAA affiliate, posting a .249 batting average. Well, by 1960, which if you know, we're going to talk about somebody next on the 1960 Pirates, he was going down as he was actually sent down to their single A affiliate in 1960. This is, again, somebody that made their major league debut just minutes, in 1957. Now at this point, he's in single A. He appeared in 115 games in single A, posting a .253 batting average. Well, Buddy would try to work his way back. He would get back to AAA from 1961 to 63, but he still just never received the call back to the majors. 1964 rolled around. The Pirates decided to move him back down to AA. Well, at this point, Buddy was now 28 years old, playing shortstop for the Pirates organization, and he posted a .304 batting average. Well, in 1965, he repeated again in AA. Well, the writing was on the wall for Mr. Pritchard, and he decided that, after basically having a 10-year career in the minor leagues, he would then look to his next part of his life. Well, he decided to spend his next level managing in the minor leagues. So who better to manage your minor league staff than a guy that had a cup of coffee in the major leagues and then spent the last 8 seasons in your minor league system. After his time with the Pirates, he would later go work for the Chicago Cubs in a scouting capacity and also work for the Major League Scouting Bureau. So, again, Buddy Pritchard was a huge prospect coming out of USC. Things just didn't go together for him because this guy was touted as being the shortstop of the future for the Pirates. Like I said, Dick Groat obviously was the shortstop at the time. Groat would go on to be, an MVP basically after that. And the next guy that I'm going to share with you, in theory, would have been his teammate with the Pirates organization coming up through their system as well as at the major league level. So let me tell you about the next return, and this shouldn't come as a shock to you because I've kind of dropped a couple hints at it already. This is an individual that has been signing through the mail quite a bit, and I finally got on the bandwagon, and I wrote Bill Mazeroski myself and got him to sign a couple cards for me. This card's significant, and I'll show you why in a second, because I have most of the cards in that set that's possible to get signed. I also picked this up for dirt cheap at a card show a little while back. So Mazeroski does have a fee of $10 per autograph, which to me is a steal for a Hall of Famer. $10 isn't a bad deal at all. And he has a beautiful signature. He writes every single letter. If there were people watching this video that sign autographs, that are professionals now, you guys need to take note and look at this because an example of that would be this autograph. And I'm not trying to belittle this gentleman in any way whatsoever, but this is an autograph of a current minor leaguer. Side by side, this guy's a minor leaguer, this guy's a Hall of Famer. Take a little more respect in your signature. That's all I'm saying. So we'll move on, and let me tell you about Bill Mazeroski and his career in baseball. Mazeroski was born in Wheeling, West Virginia, and grew up in Witch Hazel, Ohio. His father, Lewis, actually was a highly regarded baseball prospect himself. However, an accident in a coal mine actually ruined his dreams of becoming a Major League Baseball player with a tryout with the Indians. Mazeroski grew up a fan of the Indians because his father, was trying out for them and also lived in Ohio. And he attended high school at Tiltonsville, Ohio, where he was a multi-sport star, most notably in baseball, but also basketball. He was a 4-year starter with the varsity baseball team, playing shortstop and a little bit of pitching. In his senior year, he was also a Class A second-team All-Ohio basketball player. Mazeroski was highly recruited for college scholarships to go to Duquesne, Ohio State, and West Virginia to pursue his baseball career. In 1954, after courting many offers from many major league teams, the 17-year-old finally chose to sign with the Pittsburgh Pirates due to the proximity of where they were going to play eventually in Pittsburgh, not far from home, and also agreed to accelerate his start in Class A ball, unlike others. So he got a little special privilege, so to speak. Well, with his signing, success at the pro level did not come very quickly. In 1959, at just 17-year-old, he made his debut with the Class A Williamsport Grays, where he hit just .235 in 93 games. He played exclusively at shortstop, and he had 31 errors at shortstop. Now, this is somebody. I'm gonna just back up or move forward a little bit. This is somebody that's regarded as one of the greatest fielders in baseball history for the Pittsburgh Pirates. As a matter of fact, his fielding, he has a record for setting the most double plays as a second baseman. So somebody that struggled that much in the field, he had 1,706 career double plays and is a record for Major League second baseman. It's just amazing that he struggled that much in the minor leagues as a shortstop. Well, that tells me one thing, that he worked with a great coaching staff and they eventually moved him over to second base and his fielding problems seemed to go away. After a change in leadership at the major league level, Danny Murtaugh took over in August of 1957 and they decided, hey, we're going to give this young, fine fielder a chance at the majors. So Murtaugh saw a diamond in the rough in 1957 after Mazeroski made his major league debut the previous year in 57. The 20-year-old second baseman appeared in 140 games in his first full-time season, posting a .283 batting average and hitting 8 home runs for the 1957 Pittsburgh Pirates. At 21 years old, Bill Mazeroski was in the major leagues. He appeared in 152 games in 1958, making his first All-Star appearance, hitting 19 home runs and posting a .275 batting average. Surprisingly, the Pirates were starting to win. Well, 1959, he made his second All-Star appearance, posting some great numbers in 135 games, but in 1960, the Pirates would find themselves faced against the New York Yankees. Bill Mazeroski came to the plate to hit that home run. Mazeroski's career was suddenly at a national level. The 23-year-old Ohio native, who barely anybody knew, defeated the Yankees in that infamous World Series game with that home run. Now, Bill Mazeroski was center stage. From 1960 on, Bill Mazeroski would appear in 4 more All-Star games for the Pirates. He would go all the way through the 1972 season playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Over a 17-year Major League career, Mazeroski would appear in 2,163 games, posting a lifetime batting average of .260. He had 138 home runs, which, that's a pretty good total for a second baseman from that era. But the more immaculate thing is his sound defensive skills. Mazeroski was initially eligible for the Hall of Fame in the late 1970s after his retirement. However, it took a long, long time for a lot of people to get Mazeroski where he really belonged. Finally, in 2001, Mazeroski was elected on the Veterans Committee to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So, no doubtedly, one of the best players from the Pittsburgh Pirates era. No doubt one of the best ever Pittsburgh Pirates would be the best way to put it. So Bill Mazeroski is one extreme, somebody that played a lifetime for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and unfortunately Buddy Pritchard is on the other end of that extreme of being somebody that only appeared in a handful of games and only got 1 hit for his entire Major League career with the Pirates. Tommy Parsons had a little more success than Buddy Pritchard. However, it was a very short-lived success with the Pirates as well. And he went on to go to another team and play for a little while at least, and posted a few more games in his career as opposed to Mr. Pritchard. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I'm super, super happy to get that Bill Mazeroski card signed. I don't want to smash my cards on here, but this is the set that I was telling you about. I'll zoom out and show it to you a little bit. So this is the set I was referring to, the TCMA set, and as you can see, I have now added Mazeroski signed to that. Obviously, Roberto Clemente wasn't able to sign. Smokey Burgess has been gone a long time, and so is Dick Stewart. But as you can see, I got everybody else: Dick Grote, Bob Skinner, Elroy Face, Bob Friend before he passed away, and Vernon Law, all to sign their cards out of the set. So this puts me one closer to having it as complete as you can have it complete. So I'm very happy to add that to my collection because I've been sitting on that card for a long, long time, and then I saw a lot of people having successes of getting Mazeroski back. I'm like, man, I should just send him the $10 and ask him to sign that. And lo and behold, he took care of me and also signed this nice Fleer card. I wouldn't say it's nice, it's kind of beat up, but for autograph purposes, it looks really nice with that nice blue signature on there. I hope you enjoyed this episode and really learned a little bit about some of these Pirates guys you may not have known. Obviously, you knew Mazeroski. Look forward to your comments below. And as always, happy collecting.